Hey everyone, Ron Hedding here, downtown Los Angeles. Here to talk about federal crimes. And what I mean by that is, in LA, which is called the Central District, they've got the main two federal courthouses. One is on 1st Street and Broadway. The other one is the Roybal Building, 255 East Temple. I've been handling cases there for over 30 years. The key thing that I would tell you about federal cases is you must go in with an attorney who knows the system and can get the result, because those federal prosecutors are prepared, they put the case together, they take their time. So if you want to have a chance to either beat them or work out some resolution and get the best result, you must be prepared, you must have talent, and you must be ready to fight. I had a federal criminal case in downtown Los Angeles at the Roybal Building. The prosecutors had this expert, this handwriting expert. I had filed a motion, what's called a Daubert motion, to basically limit his opinion, where he could only testify to what he thought were close to my client's handwriting, some of the similarities, but he couldn't give the ultimate opinion that that was my client's handwriting, which was a huge victory. So we're in the middle of the trial, we're doing his cross-examination, and he's getting destroyed. He's becoming angrier and angrier. He gets so angry that he blurts out, well, he's guilty because that's his handwriting on the checks. And I just look at the judge, and the judge says, approach! Looks at the prosecutor when we get up to the bench and says, he deliberately disobeyed my order. Step back. We ended up filing a motion to dismiss the case. She was so mad at what he had done, she dismissed the case with prejudice. That was it. The client went home. It was all over. The moral of the story is, it doesn't matter how high priced, what expertise an expert has. Even they can be taken down if you're prepared. And when the prosecutor hangs their hat on that expert's testimony and you destroy their credibility, you can destroy the prosecution's case. And that's exactly what happened here. The expert was flustered, he got angry, he got off his game because that cross-examination was coming at him a mile a minute and he wasn't ready for it. If you have a federal criminal case in Los Angeles, the stakes are high. You need the best. Let me put my 30+ years of experience to work for you. This next case proves the point that a little digging and a little skill can lead to a gigantic victory. My client was charged in Vegas with serious theft crimes related to large amounts of money that were being taken from the government. The feds got him in Vegas, and it was from a traffic stop on the Strip where his girlfriend just ran across the street, jaywalked into his car. Of course, the police blow that whole thing up, search his whole car, find a bunch of cash, find a bunch of illegal cards that he was using at ATMs. They got the biggest case ever. They give it to the feds. I go out to Vegas and I deal with it. My client says, look, I've looked at the body cam. I think they've altered the body cam. I then issue a subpoena for the raw footage of the body cam, which comes back weird. I say to the prosecutor, I'm filing a motion to dismiss this case. They illegally searched my client's car. And by the way, is there any henthorn material? And I put an email out to memorialize that. That's basically asking, is there any dirt on the police? It turns out, a couple of months after my client's arrest, the main officer in the case, he files saying that he basically acknowledges that he's altering body cam footage. He's now going to resign, and I get the prosecutors to dismiss the case. They don't want to be attached to that type of political problems where a guy is altering body cam footage. I was going to use that in front of the judge to destroy their case. A little digging, a little know-how. We can win these cases.
So I was totally scared, came to Ron, asked for his help, and I've used him in the past for other, times I got in trouble. And I knew he was the right person to go to. Called him up, and then he, made me feel a lot better going through the process. And yeah, so I got that call from him saying, they're dismissing all the charges. And then a few months later, they gave all the money back as well. So yeah, thank you, Ron. That was great.
Yeah, I mean, it was great stuff, because I know those prosecutors did not want to let the case go, but they had to. They had no choice, because at that point, even though none of the prosecutors had done anything wrong, the police had done something wrong. And so it really ended up destroying their whole case, and I just don't think they wanted to be tied to that. It's not easy to beat the federal government, but when you keep digging sometimes and you believe in your client, and I believed him when he said that the body cam footage, I said, don't lie to me, because I'm telling you, this is not exactly what happened. They've cut some things out of this, and I'm just thankful that once we did a little digging, we did some investigation, we asked the right questions, we were able to get the right result.
It's been a long process, but I couldn't do it without you, so thank you so much.
Appreciate that, man.
Yeah, of
Good
course.
stuff, yeah.
I look
You gotta
forward to-
fight.